It is a really windy day. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from the beautiful small town of Mineral Bluff, Georgia. It's in Fannin County. I did make a video prior to this one, which was quite literally right down the road. I was not expecting for the zoo to be that big, but anyway, you guys, we're gonna get back to what we were doing. We are heading up to Brasstown Bald today, but before we head there, we are going to check out Mineral Bluff. It is a very small town, but it is extremely cool. It's like taking a step back in time. There's not that many buildings, but it's just cool. So without further ado, you guys, let's get on with the video. Anchor down. The first thing I find really cool is you have a Mason's Lodge, a Messianic Lodge, even a Shriners Club right on top of the town post office. That is neat. Looks like this right here could tell us a little bit more about this particular building. It was erected by the Masons and Oddfellows as well, by the Masons and Oddfellows back in June 8th of 1907. Thomas H. Jeffries, Deputy Grand Master, and A.M. Robert Daniel, Grand Representative of the Oddfellows. Looks like this is another one added at some point. Mineral Bluff Lodge, number 483. So this is interesting. There was an Oddfellows chapter here. And check this out, right next to the post office, they have Fannin County Fire Station number 2. That is a very small fire station, but, well, I mean, if y'all want to get technical, Mineral Bluff, Georgia only has about 390 people, so I don't think I've ever seen a fire department that small, or fire station, I mean. But much like the post office, this has a memory stone dedicated in the memory of Joe Anderson. Mineral Bluff City Hall, completed in 1976. Mayor Moses J. Kitchens. That's actually a pretty cool last name, Kitchens. City Council. So this fire department, this fire station, was built in 1976. And now if you look, probably the most important four-way intersection in all of Mineral Bluff. It does not have a not a stop sign. It does not have a stoplight. Everybody waits for oncoming traffic. You don't see this you don't see this all that often. So let's walk over here and let's see what else they have, shall we? Well, this is pretty interesting. This is a yard sale. So what they have done, they have taken an old school automotive garage and they have turned it into a store. That's cool. I wonder what kind of stuff they have. Probably a lot of, well, not necessarily junk, but looks like they got baby clothes, and looks like they've got various other Christmas ornaments. And let's see what else they have here. A lot of other stuff just hanging from the ceiling. Lights just came on. So this is cool. I could get lost in this city probably all day if it had to be, but we're gonna run over and we're gonna check out the Baptist church. Now, one of the things that kind of caught my eye about Mineral Bluff, Georgia, was their church, Mineral Bluff Baptist Church. If you look up there on the top, they have an old school bell, a brass bell. Now, it looks like it still works, but for the most part, I really love how this church is almost as if it's stuck back in time. I mean, it is quite a beautiful piece of church architecture. Just check that out. The painted glass, the cross, the Bible's right there. This is beautiful. This is a really beautiful old school church, and it looks like at one point there were even other windows here. I imagine there's probably a reason why those were kind of sealed off. Mineral Bluff Missionary Baptist Church. Looks like this might tell a little bit more about it. Mineral Bluff Industrial School of Mountain Girls, 1901 to 1920. In tribute to Principal Pearl Dickley, donated Dale and Virginia Dyer. So actually, looks like this church kind of dates back to the early 20s. Oh, hello, puppy. How you doing? Oh, who's that sweet puppy? You've got to be somebody's. I mean, you've got a, yeah, you're somebody. You're somebody. You're a pretty doggy. Yes, you are. Oh, do you shake hands? Shake hands. Good, good, good puppy. You're a good puppy. Yeah, you guys, I found a puppy. It's a she. I don't know her name, though. She does look like a pretty dog, though. That's kind of one of the things that I wish I knew who owned her. Otherwise, I'd get her back to who actually owns her. Well, let's see this right here. Erected 1909 by J.W. Parham, pastor. Building committee, John Dickey. Oh, Dickey. John Dickey. J.M. Clement. W.T. Dickey. H.C. Dickey. E.D. Roberts from... Apparently the builder was from Atlanta, Georgia. It looks like this was rebuilt and dedicated to God June 15th, 1986. You know, I didn't realize this, but this entire building is the church. By the way, check that out. I guess that must have been like the original roadside way back in 1908. At least I'm guessing anyway. But it's like they have another marker there. Let's see what it says. Mineral Bluff First Baptist Church, Church Fellowship Building, dedicated in 1983. Oh, so this part of the church was built in 1986, and that right there is the original. It kind of looks like it used to be a store of some sort. Looks like the top has kind of been ripped out. So, well, at one point it looks, oh, it was an electrolysis permanent hair removal. Oh, so that's what it was. Detox. So kind of like a store or what have you that would help people with their hair and whatnot. Well, anyway, guys, after we have seen all that, we are going to go up, pardon me, we are going to go up to Brasstown Bald, which is the tallest peak in all of Georgia. They've got a train up there too. I think that's what. And I really don't know why people have to have that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's get to it. Alrighty now, you see that dot at the top of the mountain? That is the peak of Brasstown Bald. And right there in the corner, that is the bathroom. But unfortunately, that is closed for the season. But according to this sign right here, it's only like 9/16 of a mile that way. Also, they do have a gift shop, but that is closed as well. However, before we ascend to the top, check out this memorial. It says, Judge T.S. Chandler, Georgia Supreme Court, in recognition of his dedication and service to the citizens of Georgia and the nation. His cooperative efforts made possible the construction of this 4-center visitor center. So, this building right here. But correction, I was mistaken. It's about 6/10 of a mile up that way. So, we only have to walk 6/10. You know, I really dig how they have this whole trail paved. It's pretty nice. In some spots, you can kind of see where some snow was the other day. I believe it snowed here up on the mountains. Don't know how much though. But that is a lot of rhododendron. As we were walking, or I should say as I was walking, this right here is a wagon train trail, originally constructed as a portion of the route stepping into the wilderness. So this right here, what is now a trail, used to be an old wagon trail. And you can kind of see where the park has went in and kind of cut it off from the rest of the main trail going to the summit. It's pretty historical. Throughout the main season, they have a bus that takes you up to the top of Brasstown Bald. But since it is the off season, that is not the fun part because it's close too. We are getting closer, you guys. We just came up from down there. It looks like people have been putting rocks on top of one another. In a way, that kind of looks like something you would see at Track Rock Gap, although I honestly think it's a bit more modern. I do like how they have the little one right there. And two, here's the road where the trolley is supposed to take people up to the top. But since it's the off season, it is closed. And finally, after 30 minutes of running up that hill, no pun intended, we have made it to Brasstown Bald, the highest point in Georgia, 4,784 feet. The name is derived from the Cherokee word Itsili, new green place, or place of fresh green. From Itsehi, green or unripe vegetation, and Ye, the locomotive. It occurs in several places in the old Cherokee country, variously spelled Ichia, Ichoe, Ichowe, and sometimes Brasstown, from a confusion of Itse with Unatse brass. One settlement known to the whites as Brasstown was Upper Brasstown Creek of Hiwassee River, directly northwest of this point. The area near the spring to the southwest was once an Indian camping ground. I don't know. Brasstown Bald's watchtower kind of reminds me of an Imperial fighter station from Star Wars. I don't know, but that's just kind of the vibe that I get. Imagine TIE fighter jets and other stuff flying through the mountains of North Georgia. And this is where Imperial watchmen watch over the, not the Jedi, but the rebellion. But honestly, the top of Brasstown Bald is actually pretty cool. I think we can go up in that one, I believe. But they have a theater here, that's pretty neat. And this is where the locomotive is that I want to see. Looks like they got something for the dogs. But looks like we can't go in. It's probably closed like everything else. Yeah, it's closed. Even though it's closed, I'm gonna try to find a good place for you guys to see this train because it's really cool. It's a dinky line locomotive that used to run up and down these mountains. Lo and behold, through this black glass right here, it is right here. I know y'all can see that. You can see it through the glass. But I really wish we could get up closer to it because that is really neat. It reminds me of those dinky line locomotives that I saw way back when over the summer. Actually, again, I'm going to move both my hands just so you all can see that. That is an original locomotive. I just hate that we can't go in there today to see it, but I'm glad that at least I can show you guys this way. You can see how the wheels are. You don't see those anymore. And this is the other side of the building, of this visitor center. But check that out. There is a taxidermied deer in there. You can also see a figurine or a figure there in the far end. Also, you can see the train too. That's pretty cool. Also, there's a fox as well, which I find that pretty cool. Alrighty, guys, let's do what we came here to do. Let's go up to the top and see the peak of the tallest point in North Georgia. Well, not North Georgia, but the state as a whole. Also, look at the ice on the stairs. And here it is, you guys. The tallest point in Georgia. More specifically, this is the east side. The Gold Rush spurs of the Cherokee removal. By the way, the state of Georgia did have its own gold rush at one point before the gold rush in California. There's the parking lot below where we just came from. We're gonna keep walking and check out the other sides. Since it's the off season, unfortunately, I don't think we can go to the top. I don't even think we could have gone to the top to begin with. But I still really dig the architecture in that. And just check out all the weather points. I really think that view is really pretty, but I don't think that this is pretty. That is more ice, which I could slip on and hurt myself very badly. This is really cool. We are right on top of the visitor center, as you can see. And more snow, more ice that I could possibly get hurt on, which I will gladly avoid. Just check out that view. Pardon me. This is apparently the Logan Turnpike. This is the south side of Georgia. I guess, I'm not really sure what you can see from here. I feel like you could probably see something from this high up, unlike hikers that are just sitting there. But regardless, that's not the point. You know what? The watchtower actually looks a lot better from here. I'm not sure if getting up close to it was a good idea or not, but that is what the tower looks like from here. I was looking at it. It looks like you can walk up it like during the open season. So I'm guessing probably during the summertime we will have to come back here because I'd like to see what this visitor center has. Alrighty now, we have reached the west end. This part of the mountains is the west end. But the reason why I say that is because on good days when it's really clear, apparently you can see the skyscrapers of Atlanta that way. So yeah, you can even feel the horrible traffic from this part, from like over 100 miles away. I don't like thinking about that. I don't know if you all can see the river system there, but that is also really cool. I think that's the Hiwassee River. I think.
Before we got there? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, anyway, you guys, this has been a fun vlog, a small trip. I really needed this. Things haven't been, well, I'm not going to talk about personal stuff, but I'm glad that I came out here. It really got my mind cleared. But anyway, you guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. And I'm hoping that people aren't slipping and falling. Anyway, I love y'all very much. Vlog over.